Okay, let's look at the homework 3.3, problem number 15. Alright, so again, we're going to use the four-step process to find the derivative of this function. F of x equals 8 plus 7 square root of x. Alright, so let's do that. Alright, so first step, 1. F of x plus h. Right, f of x plus h. Right, so what we have to do is replace x by x plus h. So it's going to be 8 plus 7 times square root of x plus h. So that's step 1. Alright, step 2. Right, we want to find f of x plus h minus f of x. Right, so from part 1, we know that f of x plus h is 8 plus 7 square root of x plus h. Then we have to subtract f of x, which is the original function, 8 plus 7 square root of x. Right? Then we can cancel. You have 8 minus 8, cancel there. Right, so since you have 7 in common, so we can probably pull out 7. Alright, so we pull out the 7 here, 7 there. Right, so pull that out. Right, then what's left is square root of x plus h from here. Then minus, you have square root of x. Right, and step 3. Right, we have to find the difference quotient, which is f of x plus h minus f of x, right, divided by h, and which is going to be equal to, right, 7 times. So I'm going to put the 7 here, and the square root of x plus h minus square root of x over h. Alright, from here we're going to do the trick to simplify it. So I'm going to just multiply top and bottom by square root of x plus h plus square root of x. So it's almost the same thing as the numerator except for the sign. And we're going to have to do the same thing to the bottom. So square root of x plus h plus square root of x. Right, then if you multiply that out, you're going to get 7 is still there. Right, and if you do this guy minus a minus b, a plus b deal, so a squared, which is going to be x plus h minus b squared, which is going to be x. On the bottom, there's not much you can do, just to write it down. So h times square root of x plus h plus square root of x. Right? So we can cancel x and x. Right? Then h and h. So you're going to have 1 on top. Right? So you get this. You're going to have 7 over square root of x plus h plus square root of x. Right? Then last step 4, we can find the f prime of x, which is just the limit of step 3. So as h approaches 0, so we have f of x plus h minus f of x over h is going to be, you have a limit as h approaches 0. Right, so we found that the difference quotient is 7 over square root of x plus h plus square root of x. Right, then we know that the h goes to 0. Therefore, we have 7 over there's square root of x plus square root of x, so there are 2 of those, so 2 square root of x. Right, so therefore this is the answer. Right, let's type it in. All right, the answer we got was 7 over 2 times square root of x. All right, let's check that. All right, we got that. All right, then we can find f prime of 1. I'm going to do it, so just plugging 1 here. 7 over 2 times square root of 1 is 7 over 2. All right, check that. Got it. All right, f of 2, so it's going to be 7 over 2 times square root of 2. All right, check that. All right, we got that. And 3, so it's going to be 7 over 2 times square root of 3. Check that. Got it. All right, that's it. I hope that this was clear.